Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I'm back again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Probably your favorite show in the world, so you're welcome. On our last episode, we finished off the third issue of the first volume of the World of Warcraft official magazine. We looked at some kind of role stuff, the stuff they like to do at the end of the episodes, some community issues, the community articles, and a new little mini comic feature called Gnome versus Goblin. And yeah, we've got a couple issues to go before we wrap up that run. We've also been playing through Moln, playing with Moln here, our Tauren restoration shaman, as he tries to progress through the Stonetalon mountains. So stay a while and listen as we jump in for that. Yikes, right? All up in my business is this little corrosive sap beast here. He was just ready to attack me. I guess I could cure that poison since he's gonna so rudely just be in my face attacking. I don't think we even need that. That's what I got. That's what I get for tuning out right at the end of this zone. So what we're really looking for is the Son of Cenarius and maybe some of this Jinzil's forest magic. That's what we're going to work on today. We're going to see how far we get with that. For some reason, that corrosive guy didn't have a chance to drop, but this Mamma Jamma does. So I don't know the rhyme or reason behind that, but okay. Of course, we also need to level up. We don't have any unspent talents. I wondered if perhaps we did. He should probably kill himself with that last lightning proc. Yep. Oh, but it did not kill him. Okay, we got a second sap. I'm cool with that. And yeah, so that's part of what we need to do, is just killing these. It's part of what we need to accomplish out here. We only need 5 total saps. The drop rate's not 100%. We will heal as needed, and I think we'll be okay. We must have just dinged on the last episode. So, really not a lot to look forward to in terms of that. I don't imagine that we'll be dinging on this episode. We typically, if we follow the mid-range playing, about an hour, that usually gets us about halfway through the level. Now the good thing is this is going to be a straight grinding, killing episode. What is this? It is magical kind of curse, I guess. It just says magic. So let's purge. We can't purge ourselves, so now this takes away our strength, agility, and stamina because it's a butthole. Yeah, see, now this, I attacked it, but look, it doesn't seem, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem that this actually can proc what we need, so that was probably a little silly on my part. So I guess some of the beasts, the sap beasts, have what we want, but it looks like the corrosive sap beasts do not. Okay. We got 43 copper that time. I mean, we're just big ballers over here. Don't be jealous if you're wondering how to grind for gold. Clearly, this is the way to do it. There we go. We have another friend sneaking up on us. There's a tree in our face. I did have a request in chat last episode for me to post or share the drive, the issues on it, and part of me does want to be helpful. You know, I'm not opposed to laying that out there. That's the Son of Cenarius, which we do have to kill as well. So I'm I had previously thought about maybe dropping that as like a reward for my MVP subscribers, but we got a whisker, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and eat up some of our stew so we can get a spirit buff going. Maybe we'll get a little bit better regen. We also need to keep our eye out for a Fey Dragon. They have some of what we need. So yeah, if you look right there, that Sap Beast, he doesn't have it. Not the corrosive Sap Beast doesn't. So now I'm going to stop. I'm going to let off the lightning a little bit because it's not providing me with a lot of bang for my buck. And I found 2 corroded boots on that one. So that person was eaten down to both their shoes. This wasn't like a random just boot that was left over. Nope, that person had 2 strong boots. Oh, crud. Okay. That's a little bit early on my proc on that. And what happened? Unfortunately, this is gonna drain all my mana. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do as cows do and drink some milk after this one. We got a king's blood. That's just great. You know, I love the king's blood. You think that's named after Menethil, the king, maybe? Is that a callback to that? So it's the middle of the Thanksgiving holiday season. It's been a little bit of a break for me. I've been keeping busy. I did move out the old daughters out of the house. So that kept me busy some. Yesterday, or was it today? Time bleeds. I think it was yesterday. I ran. Yeah, see, he has an ally there. Oh, I forgot that I can skin. I left my Twilight Runner, but all right. So these, whatever they're called, the Sons of Cenarius, which is interesting in Dragonflight, you can actually encounter Cenarius now. But the Sons of Cenarius, they have this Treant ally, which is not something we want to mess around with too hard. Having Stonetalon probably help us. Stone Skin Totem. These guys are pretty hefty. Rocking on the lightning. It's definitely making us burn through a little bit of magic. After the fight's over, perhaps we can heal. This is definitely intensive on the... Oh, he runs. Okay, so we did get that. We also got a cloak, it looks like. Okay, so our healing is good. Oh man, we're pretty full on things. We're gonna have to start tossing things. Intellect, stamina, 18. I like that. That's better for us. A slight upgrade on that. And we can, you know, we'll toss what we need to toss. We've got all sorts of things. I could consider using those wool bandages. There is a Fey Dragon. Looky, looky. Okay, let's go ahead and kite him a little bit closer to this totem. So hopefully this is the only Fey Dragon we have to kill, because dang it, they're just so cute. We did get the Fey Dragon scale that we need, and I am gonna have to dump shop since I ran up here without very... Oh, can I skin that guy? I can. I would like your skin, Fey Dragon. I use every part of the Fey Dragon. Alright, so we have that as we complete this magic. We do need the whiskers. We still need the sap. Sap rate, as you've seen, and we've gotten 1 in this episode so far, so the drop rate's not amazing. As you can see, that it's a little mana intensive to keep blowing through these totems, so I do think potentially looking for some mana reduction on my totems might be useful. Here we have a troll shaman. Okay, we got another sap there. But that troll pulled him. Fine. No argument there. Let's let him... Well, he was blasting him with Frost Shock, which I think is interesting. Do you think perhaps he's an elemental shaman? I don't know. I didn't even see his level. He could be better than me, not the same as me. Really not sure. I'm just trying to do this in a manner where we conserve as much of our resources as possible. That's my goal. We need 2 more sap, 4 more whiskers. We'll focus down on the whiskers once we get the sap. I'm kind of just focusing on that. We also, again, we need these kills. We only need 12 kills. But they are tricky little kills. I keep getting that sap mite. That's also one reason why I want to get rid of these guys and stop fighting them. Inventory. Okay, so we've reached that full inventory. I definitely don't need King's Blood. So, let's go through what we have here and see. I probably don't need the thin Kodo leather. That can probably be scrapped. Those mana potions are... Ugh. We do need the enchanted Gaia seeds. Okay, I definitely don't need a 3 stack of wool bandages. That's not needed. So let's go ahead and move that there. I could get away with not having a gooey spider leg. Because who needs it? That gives us another spot. I do have a single... I'm gonna keep the juice for now. Raw sagefish, I could use that for cooking. A long tail hair. Don't know where that's gonna go. But anyway, that bought us a couple stacks. That small claw I can probably ditch because that was from the Fey Dragon. We're not going to be killing those if we can at all help it. Okay, we got a couple kitty cats around here, which that's fine. It's okay if we want to bust them out early. The fact that we can skin them is nice and fun. We just have to keep... Oh, you know what? My intelligence buff that someone was kind enough to put on me will wear off sooner rather than later. Okay, get some medium leather. There's another kitty cat. Twilight Runner. I mean, my guess is the drop rate's probably going to be somewhere similar to what we've been seeing on the sap, which we still need 1 of. Yeah, seems like it so far. Got a light leather, that's fine. I think my leather working is in a spot where I could still benefit from both the light leather and the regular. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a scroll or something to at least supplement the fact that I'm going to lose my arcane intellect quite soon. Yeah, so I was running some errands. That's cool. So we got a massive stone two-handed axe. I like that. Let's switch that in. I think I'm going to ditch this sharp claw and this long tail hair for now. I'm probably preemptively ditching things that I don't necessarily need to, but whatever. We're just looking for cats. Got plenty of them right here. Yeah, when it comes down to it, we'll mess with the well-fed buff. And this is kind of what we have in store for us today. We have, if you remember, the lore of this level of this quest is Jinzil, the troll, set up at the kind of little entrance camp to this region for the Horde. He's going to do some voodoo to wreak havoc in the area, bring the fight to the Alliance, but he needs all kinds of things from the region to do so. I always think that's one of the funny little conceits about. There we go. We got a second one about World of Warcraft quests. It's like always whatever complicated like quest mats that you need. They always seem to be conveniently right around where you're at. Alright, so
I'm out of range.
Remember where to go here. I'm gonna just do the healing totem this time, and okay, fine, I'll do that too. I'm just gonna go after the Treant ally. We're gonna keep our other things going. I think we'll be fine. I don't know how. Yeah, that healing. The healing stream totem, as of yet, is like negligible. So it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, let's go ahead and bust him with that because he will run slow. Now this one, I can see why we're doing it because what is that? Muster. Because he runs. He runs and he's gonna drag guys with him. Alright, so that's a Cenarian botanist, and there's a daughter of Cenarius. So let's pull her over to where we... Oh, she stinking throws. So we do need 4 of each. Now we've killed 2 suns. The suns, because they have that ally, whatever you want to call that, if they're sort of equivalent to like a warlock or something, I guess. Oh, look, we got another green, a leather, 2 agility, 2 stamina, 2 spirit. This is just 5 agility. I'll take the drop in spirit for the increase in stamina and agility. I did lose the reinforcement to the armor, but so overall that's actually a wash, and I can reinforce armor later, so I'm not super duper duper worried about it. What else can we drop? I don't know that I can cook stag meat, but there is a recipe actually somewhere, I think, for stag meat. So I could drop the stag meat. Let's drop the decomposed boots for now. Just because we're not going to need that many of them. Alright, there's a botanist. We do need 4 of those as well. Okay, and he looks like a straight caster, so... good to know. But he's hitting me with that lightning, and I don't care. Yeah, he's already... it really was not doing that much damage. I don't know if my magic resistance is just good, if his magic casting is bad. I don't know what the story is there. And I don't care. So there you go. He's healing. I don't like that at all. He switched to a heal right off. Now we can hit him with the slow. I do think that's a good... Alright, so we've taken 2 of those guys down. Now let's hit another sister up. No, that's another botanist. It's just a female one. So again, these ones aren't too bad. I do not enjoy her there's another cat that we need. I don't enjoy what they're doing as far as healing. That's unacceptable. I don't allow healers around here, so I'm the only healer in this little valley. Okay, but overall, not too shabby. I am starting to run low. That's not the right kind of sap. Yeah, so... let's see what we have. We have killed 6 out of 12, so we're halfway through just straight humanoid kills. And the daughters, that's the ones we need. That well-fed buff is... okay, remember what we need to... what I need to do is just remember to hit her with the slow as she starts to run. There we go. Just makes it a little easier. Even though it does also make it to where things are a little bit weaker. Okay, so I'm gonna go right in, but then I'm gonna try to do Earth Shock this time to stun. You, of course you did. Of course you did that. Now I'm out of mana. Now I've killed all the botanists that I need. Dang it, I wasted my drinking. Alright, so now we do a little milk and stew because my well-fed buff's about to wear off. I need 2 more daughters and 2 more sons of Cenarius. All my botanists are done. The milk is not that good. I'm to the level where we need juice. Which, like I said, I had one, but we might as well use the ice-cold milk as we mess around here. So there's another son, and let's kill the daughter first. Because they're a little bit... they're a little easier, honestly. Okay, so we also have some cats. I like that over there. Okay, you know what? I think that... There we go. We didn't even need to frost her that time. Okay. Let's get this. We can go back to just hunting these. That'll be pleasant. I just feel like it's a little bit... I don't know why. I feel a little bit more wary when I'm trying to go after the humanoids. But yeah, we're getting pretty dang close to... I don't like this. I do not like going after this guy first. I just don't like it. Okay. Let's get the heal. Just a lesser healing wave. Probably fine. But yeah, this is... I don't like this because he's an easy kill, and you empower him to do so much more damage if you target him first. Okay, we don't need botanists. So now we need 1 son, 1 daughter. I'm not gonna bust a heal or anything out because I'm hoping we'll get a chance to find sons and daughters here. What is that? There we go. There's a daughter. Okay, so now it's just a matter of finding a son after this. I just want to find a son. Do summoning stones work? Not yet. They are meeting stones, not summoning stones. That's true. Yeah, that's not until Wrath, I think. That okay, so... yes, they work. You meet at them. Oh, you little funnies. Alright, so now I want to try to find an isolated son of Cenarius. See some deer. You know, right there. Oh, that's not a son. That is a keeper. That is an alliance guy that would flag me for PvP right next to an alliance zone. Not to mention, I don't even think I could beat him 1v1 because he is a level 30 and I'm 25. But if you look, 10, 20, we are already getting there. We're almost 30% of the way, so we're on track, and we've actually only been questing for a few, maybe 20-ish minutes. I see daughters, I see botanists. That's not what I want, so we're gonna swoop around, see if we can kill some more Night Sabers, because we still need 3 of their whiskers. So let's go ahead and mess with that. There's 2. So that guy's padding towards me. I wanna... I'm fine with that sitch. Okay. We did not get what we wanted from him. We got nothing. But our skinning is ever increasing. So I'm hoping... Yeah, there's another... That's a level 25. Alliance member. Again, we're getting lots of torn furry ears. We are not getting what we want that much. We need those whiskers. There's another runner. So right now those whiskers are what's holding us back. But at least we've gotten ourselves to a spot where we can kill a few of them. And this is really, and I think I mentioned this, one of the best things about this zone, although I do not really like this zone. I don't like questing here that much. It's one of my least favorite zones. But one of the positives you can say is it's one of the first times they really try and experiment with, let's concentrate and put a bunch of quests all in one spot. And they actually do it twice. They do this here, and then they do it again over in the elemental part, the Charred Veil. So I've really been focusing down on... oh, we got a Sentry Sash and a Bear. That's male. It's outside of our purview. But I've really been focusing down on Diablo with these days off. Trying to get the seasonal stuff accomplished. Alright, so we're not killing any more of those, so let's get rid of the Broken Antler. Also, ditto for the large hoofs. The Torn Furry Ear I'm not going to ditch because we're still killing a lot of these cats and they seem to drop their ears like party favors. They're like, here, would you like a Torn Furry Ear? But yeah, so there's just... I've accomplished a lot of things on Diablo. I'm still behind, like I'm not. I was reading on Reddit, like today or yesterday, somebody's like, yeah, I've maxed out every single class of character to level 100, seasonal, this season. I'm like, what the heck? Where is your life? Like, I mean, now I do try to accomplish all the seasonal goals, so that slows me down, but really? I'm not even quite level 100 with my main, with my one that I'm doing on seasonal this time. I mean, I'm close, I'm like 93 or something like that, but... I just don't know where... I can't, I mean, I can't say, I don't... Oh, I put one in. Man, we're not getting good drops at all on this. This is bad RNG. I don't think it's necessarily straight bad drop rate. I really think we're just getting hit with the RNG bug right now. I mean, I guess I see where you get the... I know where the time comes from. I mean, there's 24 hours in a day, so... But to choose to spend that much time every day playing games, let alone just playing one game, couldn't be me. Sorry. I have been... There we go, we got our third whisker. I've been focusing... Well, I mean, I'm a reader, as you know from... what half this channel's about. So I always do a little bit of reading every day. So catch up on that some. And then I have been doing Duolingo, and I mentioned this before, for a while. Not crazy, but like I'm almost at like a 1-year streak. But I've been a lover of language and a practicer of language for a long time. So a couple months back, my wife, I had originally, when we first signed up, I tried to get old lady GleeCon into the Duolingo. I was like, oh, let's learn Spanish together. But the problem is that I took Spanish from like 6th grade through 12th, and then in college lived for 5 years and worked for 5 years in a house with all people that were fluent Spanish speakers, and work where half of my clientele were spoke only Spanish, and so I had my foundation, and Spanish is a very common language, so my foundation is strong. I mean, I'm not fluent, but my foundation is strong, and I get the opportunity to practice all the time.
I'm out of range.
Just because you have situations, I mean, even down to the custodians at my job who I see every day. The night shift, when the night shift rolls in, right when I'm about, right when I'm leaving, I'm seeing them and interacting with them, and I make it a point. Well, if nothing else, to listen to them, but also to speak to them like it's Thanksgiving right now. So, like before we went on this little Thanksgiving break, I said, Feliz Dia de Acción de Gracias to them, so that they, just taking the opportunity to practice if it presents itself. Heck, nabbit, he resisted. So so when my wife, who, whether she likes to admit it or not, she's super competitive. So she started doing it, and she was just so disheartened. So she quit, and then like 6 months down the road, she's like, well, maybe I do want to do it, but I want to do French, because she took French when she was in high school. That was her 2 years. So she doesn't have like this crazy French background, but that was her 2 years of high school language. So I was like, yeah, go for it. Do whatever you want. So then her and a couple ladies from work got into it, and they've been competing with each other. They've been super into it, egging each other on, and honestly, that's super fun. I remember when Fitbits and things first came out, there was a time period when I would get like 25,000 steps a day, because I was in constant competition mode with the ladies and gents at work. So long story short, long story long.
It's too far away.
She's been into it, and she recently, in Duolingo, the highest she can do is Diamond League. It's very high. I've been in Diamond League for, I don't know, almost a year now, and I just rock it and play it every week. Nothing special, and she, for the first time ever, last week, got first place in the Diamond League. I've never done that. I've never been that much of a try-hard with that game, because I'll go on there and I will get maybe 3,000 to 5,000 XP a week, which is solid. Because if you don't get enough points, if you're not in the top like 10 or so, you'll get demoted out of the Diamond League. There we go. We got our sap. Hooray! So we just need one more sun, 2 more whiskers. So, I was like, oh, heck no. So I knew I was going to have this week off. So while I've been doing everything else, I've just been slaying Duolingo. Like, my goal is to just break the morale of everybody else in the league that I'm competing in the tournament this week, so that when the week comes to a close, I can take it easy, which I think I've succeeded. Like, now sometimes you'll get, I've done it before, you'll just get people that are just fiends. Just the epitome of a try-hard. Like, they'll be getting 20, 30,000 XP in a week. I'm like, what the freak? And luckily I'm not in that boat right now, although I am on pace for probably around 25,000 XP this week, which isn't, it's not going to be sustainable. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to. It's very time consuming. It takes a couple hours. Probably takes like about 3 hours a day at least to, and that's if you're really strategic. Then you're doing Duolingo. Yeah, we got our 4th whisker. Then Duolingo is now, it becomes like a game. You're doing the meta. You're trying to figure out where to get the best XP. You're no longer doing it to learn the language only. I mean, that's like a side product, like a byproduct of what you're doing. And I don't like that. It's kind of like the same thing when you're playing World of Warcraft. Like, I play World of Warcraft for the story, or the sense of progression, not for the just endless repetitive endgame. Yeah, baby, we got our last one. I'll throw away these. Okay, so All we have left is to kill one son of Cenarius. It took us about half the episode to do this duo of quests, but we have the forest magic ready to be prepared. We have the legacy of Cenarius ready to be wiped out. I see a sun. That was a little waste of mana. I'm dropping all totems. We're gonna see how this goes. It's perfect timing too, because I'm about to wear off on my whatchamacallit there. Okay. My well-fed buff is about to wear off. Alright, so my mana is now out. I don't know. Dropping every single stinking totem, I don't know that that was actually worth it at all. But we did it. So now I'm gonna become a wolf, and I'm gonna skedaddle out of this Alliance Valley. It's been fun murdering all of you guys for whatever reason. So this is because someone says you can't imagine how much hatred I possess. This is for Braylon Firehand. So this is the Blood Elf. So the Blood Elf in the area is like, I hate Night Elves. I hate where they came from. I hate Cenarius. I hate every single thing about this. And really it's like that self-loathing. Like, this is everything I had to give up to become a High Elf. So we're just viciously helping him out, helping, quote unquote. Well, it does say until my work is done. And I guess his work, he can now report like, hey, I've killed a crap ton of guys, so maybe you'll let me come home. Whereas Jinzil here, he wants to, he's gonna take this, this potion down here that we're helping him make. He's gonna take it and poison those Night Elves that we have. We need to sell also, so that's good. Upon finishing this, we'll be able to make our first foray into the Charred Vale. My concern, well, the good thing is that we're gonna get to start it right now. I was gonna say my concern is that I don't know that we even finished that in one episode, because like I said before, there's 2, maybe 3 episodes, but now that we finished all of this in half an episode, maybe a little bit more, we're going to do a little turn-in, but we'll be able to, again, make a foray, and if we can get any Incendrite kills, gathers, it'll be worth it. I'm talking even if we pass by and get one. It's the drop rate is that terrible and the kills are that sparse, and I genuinely am worried about my person's ability to bob and weave. We're going to be doing so much circumstantial killing that I'm just truly worried about how this is all going to shake out. So the fire guys, they do start to appear right around here. As you can see, there's basilisks already. There's a dead one we can skin. Competition is high from Alliance and Horde. The drop rate is low. The spawn rate is... number of spawn points is low. The spawn rate is meh. It's just everything that can make a quest bad in classic World of Warcraft is rears its head on this Incendrites quest. The only, well, not everything, because at least you have all kinds of other stuff you can do. We can kill harpies. We can plant these seeds. Eventually, maybe we'll get some other things to do in the area. So we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna get started as good as we can. Yeah. But my thinking is maybe 2 more Eps. And we should be done with this zone. Because we're going to have this one where you have to go in that cave, I'm pretty sure. And that is that's a pain of an episode there. Or whatever. Pain of a zone. Anyone want to do Blood Fury Bloodline? That's where you have to kill these Blood Fury Rippers. You have to complete that first. That's okay because it's not a unique spawn. They're just these level 26 elites. They're not too bad. I think we might be able to handle one. We can isolate it on our own. Alright, I accidentally passed that. We'll get that on the way back. We need to do Jinzil's Forest Magic. Might as well just go take that out. 10, 20, 30, 40. We're 45%, so that's pretty good. Just in that run, we got 45% of a level up, so that's cool. Alita lets out a long, drawn-out sigh. From the long run, probably, since you just look at all, it's just all these people running on foot through this long butt zone. It is super annoying. I agree with you, Alita. It is not user-friendly. Keep out. Again, Garenzo's orders. We'll do that one when we get the opportunity. What are the voiceover options? Sync dialogue to the Windows state. Mute. Okay. There's nothing really. There's not a lot to work with there. Questy. Oh, I don't have trivial quests turned on. So that's good. We definitely want that because this will get turned off soon. Maybe not quite yet. It'll probably take us up to at least 27 where it'll still appear. So we'll be fine. I think probably I'd be surprised if we're not going to get to level 28. We're not going to probably even get to level 27 while we're here. No, I'm not talking about today. I'm just talking about in the whole zone. So let's see what else is going to go on. Because we're starting to get into the real Thanksgiving, and I mentioned this before. I'm the Thanksgiving cook, so I've got a lot. I don't do anything special, you know. I'm traditional, so I've got turkey, ham gravy, stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole, macaroni and cheese, corn, cranberry, green bean casserole, rolls. Some of this stuff, like, I'm not making rolls from scratch. Like, I'll just get some frozen. I have everything. I'm not waiting for the last minute. I'm not making gravy from scratch, although you could. I just don't like it as much. I like a brown gravy, like, just store-bought kind. I could spruce it up. Same thing like applesauce we usually do. I'm not making that from scratch.
You come get the voodoo.
Look at our poor little elf friends all caged up with no forest to frolic in. Now, were you able to find me some sap? How about the whiskers from the Twilight Runners? Don't suppose you have that fey dragon scale on you. And eyes. I need so many eyes. You just can't mix up a fierce forest magic brew without a good helping of eyes. I gotcha.
Oh, how happy these little woodland nymphs shall be. We'll make them feel right at home with this special concoction.
I'm wearing shoulder cloth. Well, this would be... I'd rather keep the intellect, I suppose. It's about an even trade.
Spirits.
Alright, so let's see what he does. He drops the animal parts into the bubbling cauldron. Feel the magic seep into the cave, my little elves.
They all die. That's this kind of thing I think is so dumb. You're literally in a cave with them all caged. You needed me to do all that so that they could all die? So much for the power of nature! And then their night elf spirits flush out to go join the rest of nature. That's dumb. Why would you not just kill them? And they're already back. So that's the end of that quest line there. That's stupid. That was legitimately stupid. Gotta say. I mean, the task of killing them, of making a potion to collect all those ingredients, the reward, fine. Seeing them die in their night elf spirits, rushing out to the forest, okay, cool. But just concept-wise, it's just so, that was just so dumb. Let's kill these caged night elves, because there's no other way we could have done it. Can't stick a spear through the cage hole. Couldn't have killed them whenever you incapacitated them to capture them. No, we've got to be sadistic and just poison them. And it was an instant death poison, so who even cares? It's not even like... I guess psychologically they're like, oh, nature killed me. That's ironic. I don't know. Yeah, pumpkin pie. I'm gonna make a German chocolate cake. Yeah, so really, it's not even... No one of those individual things is particularly hard. You know, some you gotta prep. Peeling potatoes takes some prep work. The pumpkin pie is really not that hard either. Sweet potato casserole takes a little bit of work. Because you're peeling the potatoes and you've got to, you know, make all the ingredients. The homemade mac and cheese, that I do make homemade. That takes a little bit of work because you're mixing the cheese and you got to, you know, prep that, get it all going good, and then you're baking it. Still not crazy hard, like nothing is particularly hard. It's just time consuming because so much cooks at different temperatures, and then you're tying the oven up, and you know, you cook the turkey, you're taking hours, so, and then you've got to try to strategically plan like what's going to be the best order to cook things. What do you cook first, so that, you know, inevitably you're going to have some things that are sitting out for a few hours. So what is okay to sit out for a few hours? Well, the pie can sit out as long as you want. The pie and the cake. So then you can kind of start there. Some things don't have to sit out at all, like the corn, the gravy, that can be cooked fast. The rolls you don't really want sitting out. They're kind of by necessity one of the last things you're going to cook. You can. Ham's not too bad, and if you just keep it covered, keep everything covered, the worst it'll do is drop to like a room temperature, but yeah. Stuffing takes a little bit of work, but I mean, not that much. Sometimes we do in the bird and out of the bird. I mean, we do sausage stuffing, so. Now, my wife did insist that she's going to help this time, so we shall see. We'll see. Should probably at least make the stuffing.
Hello.
Already I can feel it. Yes. Power so sweet, the rushing flood. The Kaldorei are foolish to spurn the gifts of this world, to reject the coursing of magic as it flows singing through your veins. What a pale mockery life is without its burning embrace.
What brings you here?
So now we're going to kill another Ordanis. They thought they could halt the flow of magic. They were mistaken. They thought they could hide Ordanis, but I will have his head. Magic grants me true sight. Yes, there he is, a crossroads, at the top of a great tree in Ashenvale Forest, a name, Rainwood, one of the eldest sons of the forest god. They spirited him away from the peak before I could find him, but his time runs short. Bring it to me and I will share with you a mighty gift. What? What's the mighty gift? Alright, so Ordanis, that's a tougher one. It looks like we're going to be saving that one near to last.
Okay, so we have a pinch of an episode. And we're going to do what I previously already mentioned that we're going to do, which is we are going to begin the Charred Veil, where we work on Elemental War, New Life, and the Harpies Threaten. We're not going to get much of this done, but we'll start putting in some work on it. So tomorrow's prep day. Tomorrow's when I'll sort of lay out my plan of attack, when I want to get up by, what batches, which things cook at the same temperature, get my recipes in order. I've been using the same one for years, but just getting them out, lining them up. You'd think I would just have this plan already and save it, but I don't. And another thing, we'll probably be having some sangria. So the sangria, I can do that the night before. So tomorrow I'll bust out the sangria. Today's other chore, we're on work vacation, but I think my bosses came into work I think they worked yesterday and today. So of course they're just emailing me, do this, do this, do this, we need you to do this. And some of it, fine, I'll just ignore and I'll do it Monday. We're on vacation right now, so we're on, let's maybe respect that. And as far as contract and everything goes, I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid to, sure, this is a paid vacation day, but I'm not getting anything extra. I'm not getting anything extra from the others. It's just, this is the guys that we need. They're immune to fire, so there you go. Good to know. That's common sense. So we'll just go ahead and ignore that from jump. He hit me with a curse. I do not believe I have a disease. And I got an Incendrite right off the bat. Oh, that's amazing. That is nice. Yes. Yeah, I have a Poison Cleanse Totem. Alright, so here's the goal. It's the Incendrites that will be the end of us. So that's what we really want to focus on. Anyway, so I did that work today. I have some shopping, some carts full, some things like that I have to do. I've been waiting for Black Friday, and now Black Friday is like a freaking week, so it's this whole week. So I gotta wrap some of that up, and I want to do it tonight because my wife has the rest of the week off from work after today. So this is my last night when I will be able to be sneaky. I also have a lot of cleaning that I need to do. Dishes are backed up. The fun stuff. The life of GleeCon. So I kind of want to put some work in on that, even though it's getting late in the day here. But I think it's kind of my plan. Just putter around. There's all kinds of leather. I'm getting mad leather here, and I don't mind it. I'll clean up these scraps. I would say my main on WoW is on retail is a leatherworker, and obviously you make leatherworkers from time to time, but it's probably my least favorite profession combo. It's not that bad in Classic, but it is really not good in retail. Yeah, see, look, that Frost. Is he weak against Frost? Who can tell? But that crit made it look nice. Stupid curse. Why? Now, these are different, too, and I've found that the drop rate's a little lower for these guys than... But look at this. 2 for 2. I'll freaking take that all day, every day. You guys are good luck. All this doom and gloom, I talked it up. And we're starting... You could have told me I would start with 2 I would have taken that all day. So we're just gonna get ourselves in the valley, and maybe we'll do one run. It looks like there's a ton of crap, but maybe we'll do one run of the Incendiarite spawn points, just so that we get that going. Okay, so we're now in the Charred Vale proper. The rogue elemental. There are two kinds of flame elementals. The rogue ones are the weaker of the two. It also looks, notably, that we're not having competition on these things. Like, they've killed everything except them. Look at that. Are you freaking kidding me? 3 for 3? That's amazing. Alright, so there is a spot. See, here's another thing. Like, look, this guy, we don't need him. We don't need this wind caller, and yet we're going to have to fight him. So it's a little annoying. And there's just no way around that when you are out here kind of doing this thing. We do have these Gaia seeds. We have to plant 10 of them. We do need to kill those. Look, there's a fire guy, so let's see if we can split the woods. And the problem with these woods is that you get these things right here where the killing starts to happen and it all seems fine, and then you turn around and it's like the waves have closed in behind you. And you'll be like, oh man, I've got to somehow get out of here. Oh my gosh, it's insane. Literally, I don't think, never have I ever seen this sort of thing before, but I will not complain at all. Can we keep it going? So this is the stronger version. This is the Burning Ravager. So the other ones are like Rogue, something with Rogue. These are the tougher ones, a little higher level, a little tougher, a little harder. They hit a little harder. I can't tell you whether or not they hit you with that same curse or not, because, oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? Don't expect this if you do this on your own. Don't watch this video and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go 5 for 5. Do not, unless they did a patch like in the past 2 days, because I was literally just doing this this past weekend. So I don't want those storm witches. These harpies get a little bit stronger too the deeper you get into these woods. You don't need the storm witches, but again, we gotta kind of be careful about what we do. There's another fire guy. Burning Destroyer. That might even be a stronger version. I don't know. Okay, there's Charred Ancients. The Alliance need to kill those. I don't know if there is a Horde quest that will send us to kill them. He might get aggroed onto us. Yeah, he made a turn last second. Just veered a little bit in our direction. Sure. Root us. He's not that tough. I mean, individually, nothing in this valley is that bad. Individually. It's the fact that it's just so densely populated. I don't even know what... Resisting. He's a little tough here. I had to kill him. There we go, 6 for 6. Of course, that's just like how we drew it up. Touchdowns on every drive. Okay, so... That is amazing. I can't wait to tell my wife. She's done this quest with me multiple times. So, I think it's pretty amazing. I don't know what the story is. I mean, I guess play it yourself if you get in the opportunity, or if you have to. I feel like that guy is... Whoa, what was he doing? He's trying to cast. I just don't... Oh my gosh, come on! Oh my gosh. Okay, so, of course... See, this is what I mean by the density. Like, this is not cool. I'm really not going to be able to bust out anything. I need to save it for healing. Well... What is that? Oh, we got an incense, right? Of course we did. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and... our spirit buff is off, so let's eat this. Let's see how much we can eat and drink before this stupid chimera gets here. I just want the buff. Good, he's turning away. Okay, great. Alright, we're 7 for 7. I can't believe it. It's crazy. Alright. So, yeah, we're doing great. We're right at... There's the other kind of elementals. I don't think they actually have any quests associated with them at all. Those earth elementals. They're just there... I don't know. You know, speaking of the elementals, playing the Dragonflight, there are this whole thing, and I've already... the way that they tell the story in World of Warcraft, this is my only problem. When you're actually playing it in real time, as it comes out, there's such a... Now, they're better than they used to be, because they'll add, like, video cutscenes or whatever. But I still, like... the story unfolds over such a slow amount of time, and... Like, I've already kind of lost the thread of the story. I know... It originally... You've got the elemental... whatever they're called. The Primalists. And... They are serving, like, the storm primal proto-dragon kind of thing. And the first raid, you go and you kill her. Okay, I remember all that. Then that pisses off her 3 siblings. 8 for 8. Okay, so then you... you have the earth, the ice, and the fire. And then... They convinced the fire one to consume the shadow flame. So then he was already, you know, an irascible fella. And then, wait, that's frost resistance. Dang it. So, okay. Woohoo, man. Okay, so... Okay, so you, you get that going. I already do not remember what happened to the Earth. When I'm watching the, Fire versus Ice, I did all the raids. I do not remember at all where this guy's at. 10 for 10. You've got to be kidding me. Like, I legit... my mind is blown. I don't understand. That's crazy. That is stinking crazy. So what I'd like to do is maybe get... What the heck? Oh. I didn't see that dude. I don't even know where he, like, triggered me from. Or aggroed on me. I'm gonna, as soon as this episode's done, I'm gonna check my wife and be like, guess what I just did 10 for 10. Where's he got all that silver from? Yeah, so even then, like, now the one thing, I didn't do the mega dungeon, so I'm wondering, like, storyline-wise, in the mega dungeon, are you fighting the Earth one there? Does he die there? And then now you have the frost one is joined up with the Drakthir, or whatever they're called. Yeah, the Drakthir. And
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
so she's on your side. Fyrak is sort of the main boss now. He's immune to something. What is he immune to? Oh, he's immune to the lightning. So stone is immune to lightning. Good to know. He's resisted my... He resisted my, my magic. That was a tough matchup. I'm glad they're not... That's not required. Okay, so we're full on items again. Of course we are. Because I never sold. 6444. Oh, heck yeah. Actually got things. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, because I want to sell and I forgot to, I'm going to run out. Let's save this harpy stuff for next time. We didn't kill any that we needed anyway, so we literally have all. But I cannot believe that, I can't believe it. I don't know, either that was godly RNG, or they've changed something in a patch recently and changed the drop rate on that quest. I don't know any other... I mean, it's got to be one of those two. Because I promise you, that is not... those things do not have a 100% drop rate. They don't. It's not even close. You know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50... We're almost 75% of the way to leveling up, so that was pretty good XP, and we're only running about 10 minutes over. Not even yet, so... By the time we turn everything in, we'll be maybe 10 minutes over, because we're just going to go in here and turn in and sell. And then that will give us a chance to park our behinds in an actual seat. So that's good, because we'll be at 26. We still have the harpy stuff to do. We will still have Garenzo. I'm saving that. The calling in the reserves, that will be maybe how we end the zone, because we have to go walk down to the... Well, it's not that far. Wardeness, that's a one-off we kill in Ashenvale, if you kind of look at where it is right there. It's right there. It is surrounded by, like, Daughters of Cenarius and all that, so it's a little bit of a pain to get to him. But it's not that bad. I do think that quest right there might open up after that. But now, yeah, if you think about all these little things, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. Okay, I'm still thinking it's gonna probably take us a couple episodes, because killing the harpies will take a decent amount of time, and then we'll go back and we'll kill the elite one. That's probably all we have on that. Then we could... Then maybe we can kill Ordinus, whatever. So that's like maybe an episode doing those. I want to skin that guy, but not enough to stop and fight that basilisk. So yeah, we were kind of like in the heat of it. We didn't get a ton of lore today. We were just killing and grinding, but that's fine. I mean, that's really, honestly, that's what questing's all about. Yeah. I feel bad-ish in Diablo when I play that, because there's just always... I mean, it's kind of gross, like 90% of the people that you encounter are the 1 to 2 meta builds. That's it. Like, I would say 75% of the people that you encounter in the game right now are lightning orb mages. Or sorceress, I mean. That's it. So there's no competition. Nothing comes close to what they can do. It's straight broken. And then when you go PvP, there's some kind of glitched out build, a rogue build, that one-shots pretty much everything. So you go PvP and you just get one-shotted. You're in PvP gear, maybe you could like battle it out who could one-shot the best. But yeah, it's just broken. So then you look at everybody else, and it's just people like myself who are like, I just been playing this build, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm doing a druid pulverized build. It's solid. Like in PvE situations, for the most part, I do pretty dang good. What is he? He's like fighting the campfire. He's like, no, I hate fire. The Tribunal of the Tides grows impatient. They seek to end this war that has raged across all dimensions for eons. My brethren are anxious to hear news of the glorious victory over the hated fire elementals. Have you the Incendrites that I require? The water spirits within me bubble with the excitement. Mullen, you've given me a glorious victory to report to the Tribunal of the Tides. Wouldn't it be cool if you actually got rep for the Hydraxian Waterlords for doing that quest? That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I'd do it. Wensley Bear.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna get my son a PC for his birthday, for Christmas. He doesn't know that. I'm thinking about, for selfish reasons, getting a third WoW account, putting it on there too, and then I could triple box.
The seeds you plant are strong, resisting corruption and making a foothold for other life. They will grow and grow, first preventing corruption and healing the scarred land, and then one day, restoring Stonetalon to a lush forest once again. Have you planted all of the Gaia seeds?
This is great victory for the land. In time, other things will come to pass. The venture company will pack up their buzzsaws and axes, the angry fire spirits will calm, and the harpies will be pushed out by the land. Only then, adventurer, will Stonetalon be truly at peace. You've done well, adventurer. Take one of these items as thanks for the new life you have created here today.
Look at this British accent Torin we have.
Ancestors watch.
Alright, so those were cool in the sense that nothing picked up. So we have this Harpy, which we know it leads to a small chain. We have Ordnance, probably leads to that chain. And then we have these couple in the Windshire Crag. So we're wrapping it up. Let's sell... No, we'll rock. We actually got some leather shoulder pads, so we don't look like a little wimp anymore.
I'm a big Turin with my cloth. Yeah.
Because I don't even think... I don't think they're... In Classic, I don't think there are any cloth-wearing Tauren. Alright, we got a Butcher. General Goods.
Speak, friend.
I think there is... No, wait, there's not. Okay. Alright, so going down the list... Those pants. Mm-hmm. Yep, the antlers. Do I need the linen cloth? Nope, let's sell that stack of 20. We don't need that. We don't need that. I'm not going to keep that. Sure, we'll put that on there. I want to keep those meats for now. Let's keep this. We'll go ahead and keep making the wool bandages and just ditch them. We don't even need... What do we need bandages for? But yeah, this is a productive. Look at that. We are up more than 80% of the way completed with the level 2. This was a very productive session. We got lucky as heck. I don't... we'll look up the elemental fire. I'm not going to play the auction house game, but let's look up... and see if that's any use in the leatherworking profession. It's not, so we can sell that too, even though that like probably makes the auction house people out there cringe. You need that. 5.2, that's not, that can't be any, no, I'm using this staff anyway. And yeah, I mean, selling this mail. That's pretty good. We're over 3 gold now. That's pretty solid. That was
Go
a pretty
forth to victory.
positive run. My only thing is we probably have some repairs that we couldn't get our hands on. Nothing doing about that. All right, so that's pretty awesome. We have another episode in the pipe 5x5. I think if the next time we play, now I'll make an episode tomorrow for sure. But if we get another playing episode, it's going to be a Thanksgiving episode. So we're going to have to see. I really am going to try to squeeze that in. You know, wait till something's in the oven for a couple hours or whatever. And my plan is to get this out early on Thanksgiving so that we don't miss one this week. But this episode in the pipe 5x5, you know who rocks? You guys do. Thanks for tuning in, for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. See ya.